Hello and welcome. I'm Connor. This is Data Analytics Stuff, where we talk about some data analytics. We also talk about some stuff. If you do like these videos, please take a moment to like and or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. This week, we're going to spend some time building a flag that indicates any stores that have missed sales versus prior year for 3 consecutive months. Not to be confused with stores that have missed prior year for 3 cumulative months. So without further ado, let's get into it. Analytics stuff. All right, so here we are back in Power BI Desktop. We've got a couple tables on the canvas. We've got a blank card visual, which we'll use for some validation as we build out our 3-month flag for sales versus prior year for 3 consecutive months. So you can see we've actually already got an example on the table here. So we've got 2 stores that have this exclamation mark that are essentially indicating that these stores have missed sales versus prior year for 3 consecutive months. And on this table here, let's actually put variance on here. And we got Ciudad de Mexico 4 that's being flagged, and you can see 1, 2, 3 months that they have a variance of below 0. Same thing for Mexicali. Let's come down here. 1, 2, 3 all have a variance of below 0 for each consecutive month. And then if we scroll through, we shouldn't see any other stores for these July, August, and September months having a variance. This one's close, but just made that last month. That's good. Nice job to that store. And so this is the behavior that we want out of this flag. So let's take a look at the data view, and we're going to go to sales. And if we sort this fact table descending, the latest sales record is 9/30. So that's the latest completed month of sales, and we want this flag to only show completed months. So as we get into October, from this standpoint, if we get into October 6th, 7th, 8th, we don't want to show any flagging for the month of October up until we complete that month. So, and again, we have this page filtered for July, August, and September. So let's build out this flag. So we'll say new 3-month flag for sales. And we're going to start out by building some variables. This will pretty much all be variables. And this first one's for the max date. So we're going to calculate. How do you spell calculate? Calculate the max date off the sales table. So we want that latest record. Just what is that date? That's what we're asking right now. And we want it for the entire sales table. So regardless of filtering, that's what we want. And then we want the max month. So we'll just say max month 1, because we're going to use this as a reference for all our other months in here. And so that equals, we're going to calculate the max. We're going to use the month index. And again, this is for all dates. All dates. And we want it for where the last day of the month is less than or equal to that max date. We'll close this out. Let's actually give this a little test here, do a little validation. First, let's check that max date. And we'll drop it onto our card. So it should be September 30th. Looking good there. And let's check the max month. That max index should be 21, that month index. And so we're seeing 21 there, so that's good. And let's test out, so we're gonna use this as a reference for other months. So max month 1, that's that first max month. And you know, now that we're talking about it, we could probably just call it max month. So max month minus 1 should be 20, so that's going back 1 month. So that would be looking at, in this case, August. Minus 2 should be July, so that's 19. And then if we want to go prior year, so we're going to go minus 12, which would be 9, minus 13, so that's versus August, and then minus 14, and that's versus July. So that's how we're going to start to use that to indicate what month we're referencing when we're calculating sales for each month. So got our max month locked in. So now we're going to build out our sales. So month, let's say month 1 sales. Month 1 sales, and that will equal, we'll calculate sales for where the month index equals that max month. So that's that month 1. And again, we don't want this to react, forgetting commas again, don't want this to react to any of the filtering. So we're going to do all based on all dates, and we want to include time intelligence in that. So regardless of time intelligence filtering as well. And let's lock that in. Let's take a look at what that looks like now. So month 1 of sales. 658 doesn't really do much for us as a total, but we can switch this out. So let's take a look at, so this is month 1 sales. 658, 194, that looks good. Let's get a little bit more granular though, and we can drop this onto this table. And of course it's not formatted, but 14315, this is September. 14315, 6237, 6237. So we're looking good here. And let's keep going with these months. What's great now is we have a good template for these variables, and we can use that to build out our remaining months. So we got month 2, month 3, month 4, well, prior year month 1, prior year month 2, prior year month 3. So month 1, month 2, and this is where we're going to start to like subtract, right? So month 2, month 3 will subtract 2. It's a little weird because, you know, in month 3 we're subtracting 2, but I'm sure it makes sense. Month, and then this is now where we're getting into prior year months, and that's month 1 for the prior year, and this is going to be negative 12 because we're 12 months, now going 12 months back. Prior year month 2, and this is negative 13. And let's see, month 1, month 2, and then prior year month 3, and this is going to be negative 14, minus 14. Minus 14 months. All right, so we've got all of our months locked in. Let's just check one of these prior year months. We'll check prior year month 1 of sales. And we'll actually switch out the fields on here to be sales for the prior year. And prior year month 1 is right here. So 12477, 12477, 13185, 13185. These totals are lining up more or less, so we're looking good. We've got all our months locked in. Now we want to start to find the difference between current year and prior year for each set of months 1, months 2, and months 3. So variable month 1 diff, we'll call it, and really that's just month 1 sales minus prior year month 1 sales. again, we can use this as a template. And we'll do month 2. Month 2 sales. Prior year month 2 sales. And this is this is month 3 difference. So month 3 of sales versus prior year. Month 3 of sales. And then we want to build essentially a flag, right, for each month. So we're gonna, actually, we'll just add these up. So let's see. Our flag. So if, okay, we got one more step actually. So month 1 flag. So if this month 1 difference is less than 0, so the variance essentially, if we're going into the negatives, meaning we missed a month versus prior year, let's flag it with a 1. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're going to do for each month. And again, we'll just change the numbers here. So month 2, and then this is month 3. So now we're taking each set of months, thus making them consecutive, giving it a flag for 1, and now we'll name this our final flag here. If the month 1 flag plus the month 2 flag plus the month 3 flag equals 3. So if they all flag with a 1, meaning they missed each month, then give us and we're going to do Windows period here to get the emoji. A little more eye-catching than a regular exclamation mark. It's going to give us a emoji exclamation mark. And we'll change this to our flag. And there you have it. We've got our measure already dropped on there. Of course, on the card, it's not going to show because you've got a table of multiple values here, but that's our flag. So there you have it. We've got our flag that we can indicate to our users very simply and easily what stores have missed sales versus prior year for 3 consecutive months as a quick, easy call to action. Thanks, and see you next week. Data analytics stuff.